What is up, friends? My name is Laura. If you've never visited my YouTube channel before, welcome. I feel like I'm constantly repeating myself, but if this is your first time actually watching my videos, I will say I am training for an Ironman. It is very, very exciting. It's been a lot of work. So if you have a goal of doing an Ironman, you're wondering what it takes to do an Ironman, or you're just, you're in the process and you're looking for someone to compare your training to, hi, I'm your girl. I actually have an off day today and I feel kind of crappy. I'm just like really overly exhausted today. So I'm really glad that it's an off day. But with that said, I am 1 full month into officially training. So I am 6 months out from my Ironman date. I'm going to be doing Ironman New Zealand, March 4th, 2023. In this video today, I'm going to give you 5 things that I kind of have learned this first full month of training for an Ironman. I have not missed a single day. I have been doing my workouts diligently. I have been following a program, so I feel like I'm doing a good job of staying on track for actually hopefully completing this Ironman. But I am going to give you 5 things that I am very glad that I know now, maybe that I wish I knew at the beginning, but that I'm learning along the way. The very first one, if you didn't know, when I first, and there's a very loud bird behind me, so I'm so sorry. But when I first started training for this Ironman, and like kind of leading up to it, I've been using a different bike, and I officially invested in a different newer bike. It is carbon fiber, which is very exciting because my last one was steel, so it was a lot heavier. So I would say anytime you actually are officially going to be training for an Ironman, getting that bike that you're actually going to be doing your Ironman in, that, like, honestly, at the end of the day, if it's an Ironman bike, it's going to use different muscles than when you're actually using like a normal road bike. Just anything different will kind of throw you off, especially kind of on Ironman day or with those longer rides. So I feel like I'm someone who I like to purchase things in cash, so I did save up my money, and I got a track. I'm super excited. It's worth about $3,500. I bought it secondhand, but it's in really, really good condition. I bought it for $1,900 cash, and it wasn't even one that, like, I really was on like the prowl on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist, all these things. I was really willing to drive, so that's something that I definitely did, and something that it wasn't even like I could notice a different bike, like this is a lot lighter of a bike, right away into my riding. But at the same time, I did definitely notice that, this is going to take some getting used to, especially actually like the second ride. I don't know, the climbs were a little bit different on it, so I'm really happy that I got it as quickly as possible, and that's something that I recommend if you are Ironman training or you're kind of looking for those longer rides. Get something that you're actually going to ride in. The second one is honestly a little bit similar to that, and that's going to be getting comfy clothes that you feel comfortable in all the time. If you watched like a couple videos ago, I talked about the extreme chafing that I've been having, and it was like really bad, and I don't even have like bad quality clothes. You just need that specific, like, even when getting those shorts that are padded when it comes to running, like the video I talked about, I did invest in, it was like around a $60 pair, which is, I feel like, quite a bit for me. A $60 pair of really good running shorts, and they've been honestly really, really good. It's something that every single run that I've done, I've been running in them. Just understanding what your body, maybe like some places it rubs a little more than maybe the average person or anything like that, and really going into a store and finding those specific things that will actually help you, that will be a lot more comfy in the long run of actually going for a long run, bike ride, swim, or anything like that. The third one, honestly, oh my gosh, it was such like it was a learning notice. I don't know how else to say that. I got to the pool, I was like in my swimsuit, ready to go, and like I have just like a little pool bag, and I get there and I grab my goggles to put my goggles on, and they're completely broken. Like they had just broken in between in between the little goggle parts. And I was just so sad because in that moment, like, it's not like tape, even if I had tape. It was super early on a Sunday morning. I ended up like putting on all my clothes, and I knew that they did sell some things at the front desk. I asked at the front desk, they said they're all out of goggles, and then that she said her lost and found had been taken out that week, so they know they have no goggles. So then I had to sit in front of Walmart for like 25 minutes till it opened. It opened. I got the only goggles that they had, which were terrible. I did my laps. Long-winded, like, short is to at least have 2 pairs of goggles in your swim bag at all times. I now have those Walmart ones as a backup in there, but I will say that I did get 2 good pairs off of Amazon that I've been really happy with. They're just the Speedo ones. They're a lot more basic. I did grab some originally off of Amazon that were like a little bit more expensive and a little higher rated, and honestly I found that water was still going in, so I did return those and got these ones, and I've been really happy with. The 4th one is actually going to be kind of finding a group around you. So some of the things that I've noticed is, you know, I live in the Bay Area of California. San Francisco is still like an hour drive. I'm not going to drive an hour each way, plus traffic, everything like that, to go for a run with people. But there are a few groups close by me. Again, nothing's been super close, so I have tried to like make friends that will go for like a bike ride with me. I'm not someone that I honestly enjoy running with people, so I'm fine to do that by myself, but it is even just like emotionally supportive. So honestly, a little thing like these YouTube videos and asking questions below, or just watching those so that you kind of feel a little bit like someone else knows what you're going through. But one of the things that has helped me is like a Facebook group for people training for an Ironman or a triathlon. Just getting that overall experience of other people. I know that Ironman also offers like I don't know if it's a Facebook group, but it's kind of a support group. And then of course, even like a coach or anything like that. So just finding those people that are interested in your training, who are going to ask questions, and it's kind of like able to answer them. And it just kind of feels like someone cares out there about my 5-hour bike ride today that I'm dying from. The 5th one I did know, and if you have never followed me before, I've done like a lot of intense things like this to my body in the past. Not only was I an athlete prior, but also when I started like mountaineering and hiking a lot, I did Aconcagua, the tallest peak in South America. I've done Kilimanjaro, so I am used to kind of putting my body through a lot of intense things and training for them. That really limits your social life, and mainly because, you know, like for me, I really enjoy training on the weekends, and you're only gonna have 1 day off per week. So for me, I take my Wednesday off today, but when it actually comes to your social life, you know, I need to get up to actually do like the swim, which is the swim lanes are only open from 6 till 9 a.m. and I need to be done by that. Well, I swim for over an hour, so at the very minimum I need to be in there by like 7:30. Well, I want to go early, so I do get there at 6. Well, that's your Saturday night and stuff like that. So just kind of knowing that I'm probably going to leave places, like knowing that I want to be consuming like more carbs on a Friday night, for example. That's like been a big one for me, because I'm like, what do I get to eat tonight? That would be carb based, good proteins, all of that, like, but without like actually going out to eat. So I'm gonna make something really good at home. Saturday after my ride has been kind of my like fun time, and I do go out to eat. That's my 1 time a week. But even if I'm like joining with a bunch of friends, you know, like I'm probably gonna like sneak away and leave by like 8 p.m. and head to bed for my Saturday or my Sunday morning swim. So just having those things in mind, I think a lot of people do know that before starting an Ironman, that it's going to cut into every other portion of your life, but do know it is such a big time commitment, and it's something that I signed up for. It's still something that I feel like I struggle with, because I'd love to go out and hike and do these other things, but this is my goal and I'm going to stick with it for over 6 months. I hope that these 5 things were entertaining, interesting, enlightening. I do kind of post every single day about my workout over on my Instagram, and I'll leave that below. But I also will say, If you have any questions about getting started on an Ironman, leave them in the comments below. If you're like here to support me, please just give it a quick thumbs up. I'm trying to think of some other Ironman topics I'd say to be talking to you about. Every time I go to like film, like I can't film myself biking because I don't want to be dangerous. I can't film in the pool because for other people's sake. I could film myself running, those kind of things. So I'd love to be giving some, like, I'd love to show you more of a day in my life. If that's something that would be fun for an Ironman training or a week, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you very, very soon. Hopefully maybe for like a good hiking one. Otherwise, we will see. Thanks so much. Keep living life. Bye.